Claudia. So as you guys can see, I'm back home now because I'm filming in front of our Christmas tree, which we just put up last night, I think. So I'm excited for that. And there's a few people upstairs and we have like high open ceilings. So if you hear some people walking around, just ignore that. But today I have my probably last like present guide Christmas with Claudia video for you guys because Christmas is like 10 days away and this is going up tomorrow, so this was probably the last present one. So as you guys can see from the title, this is presents for boys, so that could be like your boyfriend, your brother, your dad, and I have all three of those, so they are quite a challenge to shop for. So hopefully my ideas will give you guys some ideas as well and help you out with some presents you could give to the boys in your life. So the first thing I'm going to say about getting presents for boys is that boys are not like girls in the sense that if you ask them what they want, 99% of the time they will be straight up with you and tell you, and they will say, I want A, B, or C. And so that's pretty easy with boys. So this is one thing that I've learned is I just ask the guys, I say, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And most of the time they say, I want A, B, or C. So pretty safe bet to ask guys what they want for Christmas. And the other thing is, you know the guys in your life better obviously than I do, and so you can always tailor presents to fit who they are, what they like to do, etc., etc. The other thing about boys is they do not like to pamper themselves like girls do. They will not go out to the store and buy face lotion or face cream or anything like that to keep themselves looking good and feeling good. So as the girl in their life, you can always do that. I know I've done that for my brother and my boyfriend on multiple Christmases or birthdays, and they've both really enjoyed it, and they said it wasn't a product that they would go buy for themselves, but it was something that they could consider like using and repurchasing once they got it gifted. So with those little disclaimers on how to shop for boys out of the way, I will get started on my present ideas. So as I said, buying face products and like lotions and things that boys normally wouldn't buy for themselves is always a great option. So I have two things to show you. The first thing you guys know I love, I've talked about this in a million videos, but this is the Nivea Soft Refreshingly Soft Face Cream, and I gifted this to my boyfriend and my brother last year, and they both love it and they use it, and I know they've both gone out and repurchased it. So showing them what they can use for their skin and how good it can feel definitely is a bonus and is a great present to give them, even though it seems like one that you wouldn't want to give them. And then the other thing that I've given both my brother and my boyfriend are Jack Black Authentic and Original Face Buff and Energizing Scrub with Vitamin C and Menthol. And this I got from Sephora, and this is for men, so it's from their like men's section. And this says, Face Buff deep cleans and smooths your skin, clearing the way for a closer, easier shave. So it is meant for faces that you shave, which would be boys in most cases, and so this is great, and my brother uses this in the shower, and I know that my boyfriend uses this as well. So anytime you have someone who's shaving, it's great because it's formulated for men. Then the last thing on skincare and face care that I gifted my brother, I think for his birthday this year, but I know it was a great present and he loves it and uses it all the time, is the Clarisonic, and I got him the dark green one. I think they have it in black and dark blue now as well, but I know that he likes green, and so I got him the dark green one. And this is a bit of a like more expensive present, but if you have a boy that you really care about, like your brother or your boyfriend, you can definitely get them this and only this. I know that's what I did for my brother, but this is just the Clarisonic Mia 2. It has the 2 speeds and the normal head, and he loves it, so great gift to give anyone in your life. Other thing that I have a couple more things. Books and movies are a great thing to give boys because a lot of times, or games too, like video games. I know my brother and my boyfriend have both asked for video games. I think Call of Duty Ghost or something just came out, but there was just recently a Call of Duty game that came out, so if you want to get that for your boyfriend or brother. Also, Grand Theft Auto 5, I think it was 5, just came out, and I know that I gave my copy to my boyfriend when I went down to LA so he wouldn't be bored, and that would be a great gift to give someone if they didn't have it already. But those are two, what did I just say, games. And then for movies, my boyfriend asked for last year a Stephen Hawking's movie because he's really into space and stuff like that. So again, tailoring your present for your person that you're buying it for is always great. I know funny movies like Anchorman and like guys love that stuff, so that's always a good gift to get them. But if you know that your boys like to read, I have 2 book recommendations for you. Well, technically 3 because one's a trilogy, but the third one hasn't come out yet, and I don't have the first book, but the first book is called Unwind, and this is Unholy, so this is the second one in the trilogy, so don't make that mistake and buy Unholy, but it says book 2 in the trilogy, which is really nice, and I think more trilogies and series should do that, because I often go to the bookstore and buy books that are like 4th or 5th books in the series, and I do not know what's going on, so that's a... Thank you, Neil Schusterman? Anyway, the first book is called Unwind, and it's amazing. My brother loved it. He read it. It came out like 11 years ago or something. This is like, everyone on the internet says that it's a really weird trilogy because he brought the first book out in like 2002, and now he just released this one, I think, last year or this year, but this one's Unholy, again, second book in the trilogy. But basically it's a dystopian book, and it's about, I mean, all dystopians are weird to describe, but it's basically kids at the age of 16, their parents can decide to send them off to something called a Happy Jack Harvest Camp, and basically what happens is that you donate your body to, or some people donate, some people like go against their will, and they kind of unwind you. I know it sounds really weird, it sounds really creepy, but it's an awesome, awesome book, and I really enjoyed it. Boys really enjoy it because the main character is a boy, and your protagonist is a boy, and then he meets a girl, and there's a little love story in there, but it's a really amazing sci-fi book. Dystopian world, loved it, and totally recommend this series for boys because I think they will enjoy it too. And then the second book I have is The Maze Runner. My brother read this book before I did, and he said he really enjoyed it. I have not read it, so I can't tell you what it's about, but basically, I'm sure you've heard of this book. It's a hugely popular book, and I think this is also a dystopian trilogy, but my brother said he loved it, and so I think this would be a great thing to buy for boys. And then the last book I have is for dads, because dads are hard to buy for, and if you're their little girl, most of the time 1 or 2 presents will suffice, or you can just be like, hey mom, what are we getting dad? And normally they'll be like underwear, deodorant, and t-shirts, and that's what guys get. And socks. Boys get socks. Or dads get socks, I guess. But this one is Vader's Little Princess. This one is Vader's Little Princess, and it's really funny. If your dad's into Star Wars, I'm sure he'll get a chuckle out of it. My dad said he did. I don't actually think he's read it, but I bought it for him. And I gifted it to him at Father's Day, but it's basically like a little cartoon book. And Vader's Little Princess, not much else to say there. And then for boyfriends, the last present, or I have 2 presents for boyfriends, but the first one is if you have not done a Build-A-Bear, I highly suggest you go do it. I know it's kind of cheesy and kind of silly, but I really had a good time. My boyfriend and I did it 2 Christmases ago now, and he's turning 3 this year, and so it's just a cute little reminder to have of your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You can make one for your boyfriend and give it to him as a surprise if you guys have already done it for you, because most of the time the girl gets it, but I know he's gonna kill me for saying this, but I went and made a Build-A-Bear for my boyfriend for his birthday that same year. He turns in January, so it's... Anyway, and so he really loves it, and it reminds me of him and reminds him of me, and it's just really cute, and I think it's a really fun experience. So if you haven't done that, I highly suggest it. And then the last present I have for a boyfriend, which I got my boyfriend this year, which is a bit of a splurge present, but again, if you buy a boy 1 or 2 presents, you can splurge a little bit. But I know my boyfriend's jean size, and so I went to True Religion and I got him a pair of jeans that he wanted. These are the Zach True Religion jeans. I don't know, but he loves the way they fit, and he does not like to go spend money on himself, so I thought this would be a good gift to get him because he wanted them and will not buy them for himself. So that is it for my gift guide for boys. I hope you guys got some good ideas out of this. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see another Christmas with Claudia and you have a request, definitely leave it in the comments down below. If you like my videos in general, I'd love if you subscribe. If you do, you'll be the first ones to see my video, and all my other links are in the down bar below, right down there, and hopefully I will see you guys on some of the other social media sites.